Hi guys, welcome back to another episode, second episode of 2021. Happy
Oh
New
my God.
Year. Hope
Happy New
you
Year,
guys,
guys. Sorry.
it's okay. Hope you guys are all good. Today I am joined with Radha, my bestest friend in the whole wide universe.
Period. Vice versa. Uno reverse card.
And today we're going to be discussing conspiracy theories
Part 2.
2. By the way, it is like 10:35 p.m. So I have to keep my voice down because everyone in my house is asleep.
You sound pretty clear. You
Okay,
sound
that's
very
good.
good. Yeah.
That's good. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
So I think we should just get straight into it.
Okay, that's why I brought my laptop, because sometimes you bring up conspiracies that I don't know and I have to search it up.
It's fine. I got some of these from Instagram. I put a thing on my story to ask my friends and my followers to give me conspiracy theories, and you guys pulled through and you guys sent a lot. So I'm just gonna go through a few and see where it goes. So the first one is talking about if mermaids are real.
Okay. I'm not going to say I believe in mermaids because I don't know, but you never know. Like, you know me, I'm someone that has such an open mind that I don't say no to anything. Well, I do say no, but just not to things, But I'm going to say I believe that there might be, because we haven't discovered most of the ocean.
Yeah.
So we've only discovered, 5% of it or something like that?
Yeah, we've only discovered 5%.
Yeah. And
That's tiny.
Very tiny. Very tiny. So I don't believe that, just necessarily it's mermaids, but it could be something of this, a species like that, but I don't know.
I completely agree. I'm not, because look, the thing is, we've got things like The Little Mermaid. There were mermaids in Peter Pan. Like, we've grown up with mermaids, so I just feel as if, like, there might be something similar to a mermaid, but I don't think half human, half fish is possible. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I think there could be a type of fish that has human qualities, but not half body of a human and half body of a fish.
Yeah. So I think that, there could be a fish that's, shaped like a human. Not shaped like a human, but,
That'd be terrifying.
Yeah, at least so terrifying. Because I know there's fish that has, human teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, I'm not saying that they look like humans, but they could, have the characteristics of us.
Yeah,
but
which
are
is
like
what I
fish.
think.
Yeah. But don't you think that's crazy that we have not discovered the sea?
Well, it just shows how big the ocean is and how massive the world is.
Yeah. But am I just thinking, have we discovered more of the universe or space than we have of the ocean?
Probably.
But don't you think that's weird?
I think we just have more technology to go up into space.
That's true. But
the thing is, the lower you get in the sea,
the more it compresses.
Yeah, so it's really dangerous. You're not going to survive if you get to the bottom of the sea.
Oh yeah, of course I get that, but it's it's on our Earth and we're not being able to discover it. Don't you think that's so weird? It freaks me out. It's just weird.
I mean, no, because I feel like if God wanted us to see it, he'd let us see it.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, he's given us everything we need to survive on Earth.
Yeah.
It's us who have abused it with global warming.
Yeah.
And, it's us that have otherwise he's given us everything that we need.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, the next one is about Stevie Wonder.
Is he actually blind?
Yeah, that's one that came up. Now, for those of you who don't know, Stevie Wonder, he is an American singer, songwriter, musician, and record producer.
Literally legend.
Absolutely. He is 70 years old, and he is blind, or, blind, or as people would.
Don't you think it's okay? I know that I don't want to be like, if someone says they're blind, I'm not going to be like, you're a liar. How prove it? Like, I don't want to say that. But like, don't you think it's kind of like weird how you will never know if they're telling the truth or not?
Well, this is the thing. Looking at his biography, he was born 6 weeks premature, which, along with the oxygen-rich atmosphere in the hospital incubator, resulted in, I think it's retinopathy of prematurity, which is a condition which the growth of the eye is aborted and causes the retinas to detach. So that's how he became blind.
Oh, so he's been blind his whole life? I didn't know this.
Yeah. He's been blind his whole life.
Oh.
Now, you probably think that, oh, well then, yeah, he's blind. However, people think he's faking this blindness because there was a video where he was singing in the White House and Paul McCartney walked past his microphone and accidentally, bumped the microphone, and the microphone was about to fall, and Stevie Wonder went to reach it. So people were like, how did he know that it was going to fall?
Oh my God.
Now, I was thinking, at first I was like, yeah, how did he know? Like, clearly he must, but when you lose one of your senses,
your other senses get stronger.
Yeah, or when one of your senses get weaker, your other senses get stronger. So, I mean, you can sense when someone's staring at you, even when you're sleeping.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess that's just how us humans are built. That it's kind of like our instinct, our reactions. I don't know, but
I would say I think he's blind. I think honestly, maybe he's not completely blind, but I think he is,
Yeah. Like, I mean, it says here he even went to school for blind people.
Does this mean he's like completely blind, or can he see just like figures and stuff?
And I think he's completely blind.
Oh. Well, I guess that means that when he like senses something, he can just like react.
Yeah.
He's like a superhero.
But people were like, oh, because he he was like going to grab the microphone. Maybe that's why, but I'm sure his hearing is incredible.
Yeah.
So he could have even heard that the microphone got bumped.
Yeah.
But when I watched the video, at first I was like, wait, how did he... Like, I forgot he was blind for a second.
I'm literally going to watch it.
So I was like, well, yeah, what's wrong with... I was like, what's wrong with it? And then I realised that, oh, he's supposed to be blind, so how did he know? But...
Wait, let me literally, rewatch the video.
If you guys haven't seen the video, definitely go and check it out.
Wait. Let me just... Wait. Let me just...
I had to watch it a couple of times as well.
Okay, from what I see, I think he just felt the microphone and grabbed it.
Yeah.
So I don't think he knew that it fell.
Although from the angle, it's like, bro, how did he know that microphone was going to fall?
Yeah, that is very weird.
But I honestly think that his other senses are just so much better. I mean, he's lived with it his whole life.
Yeah.
The blindness. So obviously over time it's going to get stronger and stronger.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you have any conspiracy theories?
Do I have any? To be honest, I feel like I think the conspiracies that I believed in, that I brought up in the first one. But right now, I mean, my brain is kind of dead. I think I'm just going to go on with any conspiracy you think. Because right now, obviously they'll come up. But I can't think of them now. Do you have another one? And then we'll talk about it.
Yeah, the COVID.
Okay.
COVID.
I think COVID. I think it's what I think it is. It's just, as much as it's so bad, I don't feel like, you catch it and you die. Like, yes, there's people that are vulnerable that are dying. Yes, and it's sad to say this, but I don't think the way that the news have portrayed it in the media, it's not as bad as I'm terrified for my life. But at the end of the day, if I caught it, it's just a flu. Like the flu, people die a lot as well. It's like the flu, but it's just blown out of proportion. I think it's because how quickly it spreads.
And mutated.
Yeah.
We've got a new strand in the UK.
Yeah.
That's so scary.
See, this the second. So we're in our third lockdown now, and this is
Yeah.
the worst has been. This is the worst one.
Yeah.
As much as, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't want to sit here and say, like, I know people will be listening, she's like really disregarding how serious it is. I'm not disregarding it. I'm just saying that the media have really blown it out of proportion.
They've caused a moral
Yeah.
panic. Because if they, I think it's the way they've addressed it. They've kind of like, oh, there are this many deaths. And I understand that the public well, especially the UK public, have to be scared into staying home because they're not listening otherwise. But everyone's definitely panicking.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's something, yeah, and I mean, it's a pandemic. Like, you're going to panic because, we've never had this before, but it's like...
We have, but it's been like years
No,
ago.
but not like to this scale. Do you know what I'm saying? But
Right.
with us, like, having this technology and being aware of it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure when there was... what was it, like the ones before, like Ebola, or what was the other one? This swine flu. Like, I was too young to really understand what was going on. Like, I didn't know.
I caught swine flu, and yeah. I knew it was bad because obviously it was on the news, and I was old enough to understand that it was like bad. And obviously my parents were like, "Oh, stay away from people," and whatever. So when I caught it, I was scared because on the news they would always report the deaths. And never like, oh, this person survived, this person, whatever. So when I caught it, I was terrified. But at the same time, I wasn't really that panicky because I was like, wait, so I caught swine flu? And that was it. But I was unwell for like a week or two. I had to take like, I think it was 2 or 3 weeks off school. But it was, the severity of it was nothing compared to coronavirus.
To be honest, like coronavirus, I mean, I believe it's not something that's just like happened. I think someone, I think China was making like, I don't know what it was. Maybe they're trying to control population, like population control.
That was one of the conspiracy theories that actually came up, that it was made in a Chinese lab and it managed to escape. If this is true, I think it didn't escape. It didn't get up and
I think
away.
that it was like, either there's one conspiracy with the bat.
Yeah, but I don't think
neither do I.
I think that's what they just said.
Yeah, to hide it.
Yeah, but it's not from an animal and stuff. I mean, here it says that it's not true because the team went to the bat cave, took a swab and whatever, and it didn't match the COVID, coronavirus.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh my God, my voice. I don't understand. But you hear the change in my voice. I don't know why I'm doing that, but I'm sorry. But does it sound weird?
A bit, but it's okay.
Be better. But what I think, because, okay, so let's say the lady, was it a lady or whoever it was that started the coronavirus with the bat? The bat, okay,
yeah,
of course we look at this and think, why would you eat a bat? But that's just their culture. We can't, say anything. But if the bat was cooked in a soup, wouldn't all the disease have gone? Like,
apparently, this is from what I've seen. Apparently, it came from an illegal market. I mean, we don't know what that person's like circumstance was. Maybe it was cheaper. Maybe they couldn't afford to get like to go somewhere where it would be a bit more expensive. I don't know, but it didn't come from a bat, and it was confirmed because they got they took like samples and stuff.
So, do you think it was from how they eat without cooking? Because that's the only, I feel like if it came from that market, someone had eaten something that was not cooked. That's what I have a feeling. Because you can't, like, when you cook something, you literally get rid of all the bacteria, the viruses that whatever you're eating has got.
But I don't think it came from a market. I don't think it came from a market at all. I think that's what they said.
Yeah, of course.
Like,
I agree with you there. But if that was the reason behind COVID, then I would think that, like, I don't think it's from the market either. But if we're going to, you know, talk about the reasons, I don't think it was from the bat like everyone thinks it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so it didn't come from any type of animal. I think what it was, I think it was two types of like bacterial viruses mixed together, and then someone caught it, and then that's how it spread.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I have a feeling it could have been a foreigner who, or like a tourist who went to China, and then they were carrying it, and then what happened was they spoke to, obviously, to the Chinese residents there, because they would have been going out, whatever. So the Chinese people caught it, and then the person who was carrying it flew back home to wherever they were or travelled. They went on a plane with a bunch of different tourists. Because they were carrying it, they passed it on to all these different tourists who were going to different countries, and that's how it spread so quickly.
Do you know what, like, I can see where you're coming from, but what I think, in my opinion on that, is I feel like, you know, it was in China, it was in Wuhan, was it called? Wuhan? It was spreading like a lot, then it just started spreading, and obviously China is like the biggest, like,
it's very
overpopulated, yeah, but well, most of our stuff comes from China, most of everyone's Western countries.
Oh yeah, that's
so
true.
I just believe that because the world is so on trading, and, you know, people get stuff from other countries, and, you know, the tourist factor as well. I just feel like, because when I first found out about COVID, it was last year, around August, December times. And I was like, well, it's in
last year?
No, not last year.
You mean
2019, sorry, yeah. And then, you know, January.
I was going to say, last year, August, we were in lockdown.
I was going to be like, okay, let me just make it clear, but my brain wasn't working. And then at that time, I think it was January, the 1st January, 2020, January, yeah? So it wasn't here, but I knew that it was going to start spreading, like it was going to come over, but obviously no one really took the steps to, like, prevent it because
no one knew how fast it was going to spread.
Yeah. No, but
I mean, I remember it would be on the news, and they'll talk about, oh, coronavirus is, this person has got it, this many people, and I'll be like, oh, whatever, oh, whatever, oh, whatever. I didn't realize, because obviously we're so used to hearing, like, things in the news that we become, like, so, it's like so normal to us, that when they were saying it, until they were like, oh, this many, we're going to go into lockdown, and I was like, wait a minute, like, this has gotten so bad.
Yeah.
A lot of people saying that you don't have to wear a mask.
This is what annoys me so much. I was talking about it with my friend last night. I was like, when you're being told to do something, most of the people will want to rebel just because they're being told to do something, which I think is stupid. Okay, if you, the idea of wearing a mask just makes sense. You're covering your mouth for you to not get it and for you to not pass anything. You're covering the mouth.
This is the thing.
Very.
A lot of people think that it's 100% going to prevent
it's
you from getting it.
Of course.
Not the case. What it does is the mask, if you sneeze, obviously most of it will be in the mask, but some of it will get out. You know, there's no way that it's all going to stay in. But what the mask does is it prevents it from traveling as far as it does. And it prevents the droplets from your sneeze from... it just prevents the amount.
It keeps you safe.
Droplets,
you know,
from
it keeps
getting
you
out.
safe, but it's not obviously. It's not like, it's not a 100% success, whatever. That you're not gonna, like, not successful. So like prevention from you getting it. Like, there is a chance of you getting it, but it's better than to have a mask on than to not have one. And I mean, there's like this N95 masks that I think they're called N90. Let me just check what they're called. N95 masks, right? And then the surgical ones, they're the really good ones. Like, so if you can tell when your mask is good, is if you hold a match or a lighter in front of you with your mask on and you blow, and if it doesn't like blow out, then you know you've got a good mask. But the thing is, I don't know
Yeah.
why people don't want to. The reason why people don't want to wear a mask is I can understand for breathing purposes, like reasons, because
I know a lot of people struggle to breathe in it. My
yeah,
sister
same.
struggles to breathe in it. My mum struggles. I personally, I like wearing it because it
Mm.
keeps my face warm. 2, I don't have
Mm.
to smile at people. 3, no one can see me lip
Oh
syncing to my
yeah,
music when I'm walking.
period.
So it has its benefits, but I can see
Oh
why
yeah,
people don't want to wear
but
it.
I think people need to also understand that this is something that's temporary. This isn't permanent.
Yeah, you're going to wear it. You'll be out for
Yeah.
however long you're going to be out. As soon as you get home or in your car,
Yeah.
you can take it off. I mean, they're not thinking about like the doctors and nurses and
Yeah.
surgeons who wear it for many, many
Yeah.
hours.
And it's like you're not wearing a mask, you're going to spread, you're going to catch, and you're really like
Yeah.
more
You're
at
more at
risk. And it's
risk.
like these nurses can't see their families, they can't see their children, and because of you, they're not able to do the things that they're like yearning to do. You know what I'm saying? There's a video of a man, he comes home and he's a doctor, and his kid wants to hug him, but the man's like, and the dad's like, no, I can't hug you. Like, imagine
Yeah.
that. It's the self, and I was talking
So
about it with my friend as well last night. That was that one video of people at a party, and it was the stairways that was full. Did you see that video?
I think I
Yeah,
may have seen it.
I'll
Sounds
try and find it and
familiar.
send it to you. And if it's yeah, and if the
It's
views are so,
ridiculous.
I was like, these people in my head are murderers. I'm sorry, I know that sounds so like what's it, extreme, but they're murderers in my eyes. They have no consideration, no
Yeah.
compassion for the people that are working day in day out, day in day and whatever, you know, can't say it. There you go.
Day in and
Sorry,
day
my
out.
mouth didn't work there. To help people, and you know, there's people that are dying. Okay, there's old people that are literally dying, you know, and it's sad to see it. I haven't been able to see my family for this whole year, and it's same with you. Like, I on Christmas and New Year's I cried because I wasn't able to see them. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like,
Yeah.
you guys are just like disgusting, honestly. And like, what, the TikTok stars that are going on holiday as well, like, you are murderers. I'm sorry, you are murderers in my eyes.
I think it's more the fact that annoys me and annoys everyone else is the fact that, 1, it's a pandemic. 2,
It's a
each and every
pandemic.
one of them have told their fans to stay home, stay safe, wear a mask, don't meet your friends, and then they've jetted off to the Bahamas like it's literally before COVID. I don't understand. I see that they are wearing their masks, but that doesn't
It
excuse the
doesn't matter.
fact
Like,
that they're
it's literally
breaking the
like we're all
rules.
suffering. We're all yearning to see our families. We're all yearning to go out and just go on holiday
Go on
and just
holiday.
have freedom. But it's like, you guys just don't even think about, yeah, just like, it's just
Yeah.
so stupid. I'm sorry. You people can be like, you're just extreme. They're not killers. They're not really killers. But you are, honestly. You're spreading your little, you know, you might not know that you have COVID or not. It doesn't matter if you take a test. You know what I'm saying?
Well, this is the other thing. Every TikToker who has been caught out for hanging out with their friends have all said the same things. They've all said, "Oh, my friends and I have all gotten
It
tested and they
doesn't
all
matter.
came back negative." Well, how about you stay home, you stop wasting tests that people can actually
Yes.
use. Yeah, you're wasting tests that people who
But
actually have
yeah,
COVID can
but
be
they also need to
using.
think about, like,
Like,
they're people that have such a big fan base, and they're going to be they have such a big influence on young people. So what they're going to, you know, young people are
yeah.
going to think this is okay just to go out. You're murderers. I don't care. You're killers. I don't care. Literally killers. Sorry. Next.
One thing that I don't agree with is the 2
Yeah.
meter social distancing. It has to be
Yeah.
much further. If you sneeze, if you're on one side of the road and you sneeze, it will, if the wind is blowing in that direction, it will carry the droplets all the way to
Yeah.
the other side of the road. Like, there's no way 2 meters can stop this from spreading. I was walking it wasn't the other day, I say the other day, but it was actually like when the lockdown was eased, when the second lockdown was eased, and I was walking with my dad. We were walking back to the house. We went shopping. We went to get like bread and milk,
Yeah.
essentials. and we went past this park. I kid you not, this man, he had no mask on. He came out of the park and he sneezed without covering his mouth and nose, and he sneezed everywhere. And I gave him the most disgusted look. Like, guys, I am a slight germaphobe.
Yeah.
If someone sneezes on the bus, I do get off, because I think when I caught swine flu, I believe that it's because one of the other children sneezed on me or near me. So whenever I hear someone sneeze, I get kind of triggered.
As you should.
So I stop breathing
Yeah.
for a couple of minutes.
Same with me.
And
Smoking.
if it's on a bus, I have to get off the bus. I get off the bus because I can't. It just disgusts me so much, and I understand that everyone sneezes and everyone coughs, but it's literally not even a cough. If it's the sneeze,
okay,
I
you know
don't
your
like it.
explanation was saying everyone sneezes. Yeah, that's fine. Everyone does sneeze, but like, you gotta cover your mouth. Like,
Cover your
let's
mouth
have
and
respect, you know.
I was so shocked that I was walking. I was literally with my dad, and this guy comes out of the park. He sneezes everywhere without a mask, without covering his mouth and nose. And I literally looked at him and I gave him the dirtiest look. And I was like, we're in a flipping pandemic because people can't do the basics of covering their mouth and nose. And even wearing a mask. And you're sitting here, like, spreading your disgusting germs and bacteria everywhere. Like, I sound rude, but seriously, like, I don't like it. Cover your mouth and nose.
Period.
It's not that hard.
Literally, it's just stupid.
Oh God, I just cringed. It's disgusting. Actually, it's funny you say that, because as we speak, guys, right now it's like 11 p.m. So right now, as we speak, there are Trump supporters
On the
in the
Capitol
US, in DC.
building.
I think they are
Protesting.
I think they're protesting
come
or
on.
something.
It's like a terrorist attack.
What are they doing? Okay, so they are all terrorists and they're causing terror to everyone else. Why? Because Donald Trump, as of tomorrow, tomorrow is the 7th of January, Thursday, 2021, Joe Biden will become officially the president of the United States of America. Obviously, Trump is like, he's a sore loser. He's still in denial.
He's giving me very
lost.
spoiled kid vibes, like he's not gotten his way.
No. Apparently, though, I need to check this to see if it's true. He tweeted out telling his supporters to be careful with the police.
Oh yeah, there was like
something.
there was one tweet.
Let me just bring up the tweet. Oh yeah, he says, "I'm asking for everyone at the US Capitol to remain peaceful, no violence. Remember, we are the party of law and order. Respect the law and our great men and women in blue. Thank you." I can't lie, this is probably one of the only tweets that he's done which are not controversial, apart from where he said that we are the party of law and order. No, that's not. Black Lives Matter was a peaceful protest. It only didn't become peaceful when the looters got involved and when the police started becoming violent for no reason.
Yeah.
That's when it became violent, but none of the protesters were involved in that violence. Right. So, the Bermuda Triangle. So, for those of you who may not know, the Bermuda Triangle is also known as the Devil's Triangle. It is notorious for being, where a number of aircraft and ships have been said to disappear. And it's been left as a complete mystery. No one knows where these aircrafts and ships have gone, which is why it's kind of known as the Devil's Triangle, because it's kind of like they just go missing. Now, there are many, many theories behind this. By the way, the Bermuda Triangle is located in the region of the western part of the North Atlantic Sea, or ocean, whichever one you want to call it. There are many conspiracy theories which surround this, and the first one is about rogue waves. So rogue waves are these incredibly large waves that can get up to 100 feet, I believe. They're massive. There's no way you can survive a wave that large. So that's the first conspiracy. And some scientists have said that it could be that storms to the south and north come together and form a massive like storm or something,
But
and create these
so
massive
you're saying the
waves.
waves are okay, the ships, but
Put the ships at
let's say
risk.
that the planes.
Right, so the planes. I was talking to my dad about the Bermuda Triangle. No one knows. No one knows what the cause of it is. There's a theory of the agonic line, which is the point where the magnetic and true north are perfectly aligned, and it passes through the Bermuda Triangle, and it results in this magnetic phenomenon, which could explain cases where pilots and ship captains claim that their compasses stopped working properly.
It is very scary. I mean,
It's
I
kind of
just saw
scary,
something that
actually.
said the
Like, I'd be
Devil's Sea.
terrified.
I think you just brought that up, right?
Yeah.
Triangle, yeah.
Yeah, Devil's Triangle. It's terrifying. In my
Yes,
opinion,
water
is
for
like
me
the
is like
scariest
that's the
element.
biggest fear. Like, as much as I love water, like I love swimming in water, like this summer we need to go
Yeah.
if everything's fine. But when it comes to deep water and being,
Yeah.
you know, lost at sea with no land, that you can literally see no land, that's like my greatest fear. I could
Yeah,
never.
same.
The thing is, the Bermuda Triangle, because it's so like no one can explain it.
Well, there's another theory which you might know
Yeah,
about.
okay.
It's about Atlantis. I'm just going to read this. There's a theory that surrounds the Bermuda Triangle, which involves the location of the mythical
But
lost city of Atlantis.
But is it like placed near the Bermuda Triangle?
So,
But isn't like
apparently it is.
North Atlantic? Okay, yeah.
North Atlantic is next to the Caribbean and next to like the edge of the east.
But then
I think it's the east coast of the United States.
But I swear,
so it's like near Florida, I think.
Atlantis was near like Greece or something. Maybe
I have
I'm
no
wrong.
idea. I don't really
Let
know
me
that
just
much
look it
about
up.
Atlantis. Atlantis was destroyed and
Yeah.
it sank to the very bottom of the ocean. Right? So we're talking about like all the way to the bottom, which is terrifying in itself.
The ancient Athens. Athens? No, it's not. Oh my god, wait. Athens, not Athens. Sorry. Hazara makes fun out of me when I say stuff like that because he's like, you can't even say it right. I'm pretty sure your viewers will be like, this girl, she can't even say it. Athens.
Yeah. So here it says, while the ruined temples now play host to underwater creatures, the great Atlantean fire crystals that once provided so much of the tremendous power and energy that was found in Atlantis still exist. So they think that the power and energy
Bermuda
which
Triangle.
Atlantis had is the cause of...
Oh.
Yeah.
Bermuda is near, like... Where? Oh, you just said that.
It's near the Caribbean. It's
Okay.
It's a small island. Yeah, it's near the Caribbean. It's like near the Caribbean, and I think it's near Florida, but I could be wrong.
I'm trying to figure out where.
If you just... Okay, wait, hold on. So if I just type in Bermuda...
Yeah.
Guys, not before... Yeah. So if we just type Bermuda in... Alright, so... I mean, the island of Bermuda is absolutely gorgeous.
Plato's... It's meant to be in Libya and Asia.
Alright, it's not right next to Puerto Rico, but it is near the Caribbean islands, and it's next to...
Oh, Bermuda?
Like, North Carolina, South Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah. It is actually quite far away from them, but it's like, those are the places that are nearby.
So there's literally nothing there? Is it just sea?
What do you mean?
Like, yeah.
Where? Like, on the Bermuda Island? No, the Bermuda Island, I think there are, like, people live, like, in Bermuda.
And
it is a country. It's an island, sorry. But around it,
I mean, you know the Bermuda Triangle where they say things are dangerous, or this magnetic thing, blah, blah. You know what we're saying. Do people live within that triangle?
Yeah. I think... Wait, hold on. Let me just go back for a second. Hold on. Okay, so looking at the map, no. So I think it starts at Bermuda, but it covers a lot of like, I guess, what countries are those? They're like these little islands, and it kind of touches Puerto Rico a little bit. Let me just see what those islands are real quick. Just hold on a second. Okay, so you know the Bahamas, they have these little islands around them, and the Bermuda Triangle also like covers those little islands. It's actually pretty terrifying because it's literally just water, and Bermuda Triangle, Bermuda, the island is so tiny. It is actually quite scary. A lot of pilots avoid that route.
I mean, why would we risk? Why would
reasons.
people risk it? You know?
Yeah.
Oh,
Another theory that actually
my
surrounds it
favorite.
are aliens. That people blame UFOs for disappearances of aircrafts and ships, and they say that aliens use the Bermuda Triangle as a portal to travel to
I
and
don't
from
believe
our
that, but that's
planet.
so interesting. Though.
I don't believe that. Yeah, I feel like if I really wanted to, like, I don't know, make myself interested.
To be honest,
that's
like
what I
I
would
mean,
tell myself, but I don't
I'm
think
a
it's
believer
not true.
in aliens and stuff, but I don't know. That doesn't seem very right
Yeah.
to me. Yeah.
It just doesn't sound real. It says that they use the area like a gathering station, so they capture people, ships,
Wait, I
aircrafts
can't
to
lie. That
do
doesn't
research.
sound fake.
It doesn't sound fake, but I just don't think it's real.
But then, if people are going missing, where would they go?
They could get pulled. Well, I mean, look, if we talk about Atlantis, maybe they get pulled right to the bottom, where the land of Atlantis is. I don't know.
Yeah.
It is interesting. That's like the biggest mystery. Where are these planes and ships ending up? The thing is, the world is so incredibly large that you can't even be like, oh, maybe they're in Puerto Rico, maybe they're on one of the islands near the Bahamas.
Yeah.
Like, you just don't know.
That's the scary thing. I don't like it when people go missing and you just can't find them.
Yeah. It is absolutely like...
Yeah.
I think because we always imagine the worst.
It's just the thought of being
that's probably why.
You know, like dragged into the sea and just not being able to get out. Like, that's so scary.
I
Tentacion.
wanted to talk about XXX.
Yeah.
Apparently, there are conspiracy theories saying that he
I don't think
faked his
that's
death.
true.
Well, I mean, I was talking to my sister. Now, I was never a fan of him. I didn't hear about him until, like...
You said you were a fan.
I think just before he died. Just before he got killed. Yeah, I was a fan when I heard his music, but I wasn't, like, a long-term fan. Like I only recently became a fan. I became a fan when... I think it was Anna first showed me his music, and that was literally, like, I guess, maybe a couple of months.
Whereas me, I'm a die-hard fan. Love X.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. I mean, his music is great. When I heard it,
I was a fan when he was
nice.
like kind of weird. Like when he first came in to the music scene, he was like this guy that was scary and like weird, and somehow, like, I know this sounds really weird, but he was like, gave me like demonic vibes. But like I know that sounds so weird, don't get it wrong, like, I'm not into that stuff, but he just gave me these like scary vibes. And his music was so screamy, and I was like, why is this so different? Like, I'm kind of intrigued. And then I started listening to his music. Okay, let's take out demonic. It's not really demonic. I don't know why that came up. But, he's just like, his music's so screamish, and it's like, he doesn't care, and he's just saying all of this. And I was like, you know what? Like, here's a vibe. And I remember just listening to his music. And the people, if I was to be friends with people, if I asked them, do you know X, and do you listen to X? I'd be like, we're just going to get along now. Do you know what I'm saying? But then this is the thing, he was so bad at the beginning when he first came out of jail, or before he went to jail. And then when he came out, I think a year and after that, he just started like changing himself and like becoming this really nice guy that wanted to help his community and stuff, really help us and the young people that were listening to his music. And before he could do that, like he was just started his journey, and he just got killed. Like, I don't think he's alive at the moment, because his son, he had a son. He has a son.
Oh, he had a son.
Girl, I posted up my story.
I didn't know that.
That's okay. But he has a son, and
I
like
had
he
no idea.
misses, the thing is all that, not the thing. The kid is always like papa, papa to his pictures and stuff. It's pretty sad.
I was talking to my sister actually, and she was saying people think he was alive because a picture had been posted of
Yeah.
him. Like a mirror picture, a mirror selfie. And
Yeah.
he died in 2018, right? Have you heard there was a conspiracy theory that
Really?
Drake had him killed?
I would have.
Yeah. Because X wasn't caught up in a shooting between two
Yeah,
gangs.
because he went
was
to go get a
assassinated,
car, and then that's where he got shot in the car.
right? Yeah. So therefore,
Yeah.
someone paid an assassin to go and kill him. I think
I
that's
don't think it's
disgusting because
Drake
he was
though.
like 20. And well, people were saying that it was Drake.
They had a feud, but I wouldn't say it was
Because
that deep
him
for
and
him
Drake
to
had a
want him
feud.
killed. It was. I literally think it. Drake took his like sample
No.
or something, and people were like, "You're copying X."
Yeah, so what it says here is that X's career
Look at
took off
me.
in 2017
Yeah.
when his single Look
I
At
love
Me
it.
gained traction on SoundCloud. So X said that Drake was impressed and promised that he would contact X's manager within a few days. However, that promise that Drake made never actually was followed through with. So Drake broke his promise. Within the same week, Drake performed a new song, KMT, that X fans
Yeah,
said
I remember that.
sounded alarmingly like X's Look At Me. Now, I don't listen to Drake.
The thing is, see this,
and I know some of his songs, but I don't listen to him like that. Same with X. So I can't be like, oh,
the thing
yeah,
is,
that's
okay,
right. So I'm
what I'll
relying on you
say
for this.
is the beat, like whatever feud they have, the beef that they had was not that deep for him to. I don't think that Drake wouldn't do that. First of all, I'm pretty sure, and on top of that, like artists steal each other's musics all the time, and like it wasn't that deep for him to be killed, and I'm pretty sure they like, it's not even, I don't know if it was settled, but I'm pretty sure I don't remember the interview that much, but X was pretty much like, kind of talking about it and just being like, well, yeah, he stole my music, blah, blah, blah. I don't remember, but it was like he was talking about it, and I don't think it was that deep. Like, I think they kind of just like moved on from the issue,
I mean, X then went on Twitter and he went on,
as you should,
on like a rant calling Drake out. He deleted the tweet soon after.
Yeah, but this is the thing. Like Drake has
hacked.
so much. Like he's at his prime. He was at his prime. So why would he want to do that?
I mean, X went and addressed the feud with Drake in a more calmer way. He said, "I'm aware of what Drake does as an artist." He said, he basically said that Drake is guilty of using other people's music. Right? He said, but if Drake is going to take the flow, and I don't know if he legitimately did, but if that is the situation, at least reach out. And then if you want to run off with the flow, then run off with the flow. But I'm going through a lot right now. So it would have been nice if, before that happened to me, for Drake to have reached out to me personally. Obviously, by then the damage had been done, and X was aware of that. He also then went on Instagram and he put something on his story which also sparked this conspiracy theory of Drake killing him. He said, if anyone tries to kill me, it was, and then he tagged Drake's Instagram account. He goes, I'm snitching right now. Fast forward 3 months to X's death. So now that's where the conspiracy of Drake killing X has come from.
Well, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just don't think Drake would do that, but if, you see a tweet like that.
The thing is, whoever the assassin or whoever wanted him killed would have seen that. Obviously, they knew that they could go and kill him and Drake would get the blame.
But I think, this, I
lot.
think the person who killed, was it Pop Smoke or X? They were from jail and they were like tweeting or on live, and he was like, I'm not sorry. And going at it, and it's like, I don't feel like Drake would have been the reason for that if it was X or something. Or like people say that Drake's like weird because he talks to Billie, and Billie's like really young and something like that. He talks to Millie Bobby Brown, like.
Yeah, people were like, "Oh, that's so
I can
weird.
see why it's
That's
weird.
Like, I mean,
Yeah.
when you go to work, but when you go to work, you could be no, not 16, but you could be like 17, 18, even 19.
Yeah, see, this is why I didn't see
65-year-old. You guys have each other's numbers.
I wouldn't
like,
give my number
it's
out
work.
though.
Well, I mean, you would have to, because
yeah, true.
You're like, what?
That makes me,
So
that
if you have a
annoys me
group
so
chat,
much
they would
though.
get your number anyway.
But you know me, I think we both are like
Yeah.
that. We don't really give our numbers out like that. But what was I gonna say?
No.
I don't think that's weird. I mean, he must have seen Stranger Things and thought, oh, whoa, she's really talented, you know? But they're in that industry, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Or not even Billie and stuff.
Yeah. The music industry
What do
is
you
a
mean by that?
dog industry. You either get along with everyone or you don't. And everyone wants to release good music. If someone has a good beat, they're going to try and take it because they know they can make money from it. It's difficult because the music industry, especially, there are so many talented artists. And honestly, in my opinion, every artist wants to make it big, like Ariana big, Billie Eilish, Selena Gomez, you know, they want to make it big. So they're going to do anything they can to get there.
Speaking of Ariana Grande, did you watch her doc? It's amazing. I love, my favourite performance was R.E.M.
It was amazing. It was incredible.
R.E.M. and Break Free, because like that was just a vibe.
Yeah, same.
And I'm probably going to watch it again now.
I absolutely love it.
And you need to, I don't think you listen to Travis Scott, do you? I think you should watch his though, because I'm a fan of Travis. I love him so much. But
you know, the thing is with me is that I am so interested in, like, okay, I'm not that interested, but in the lives of celebrities and artists and stuff.
Yeah,
so
definitely watch Travis Scott.
I watch it
because he's got like Kylie in there, and he's got Stormy. I love Stormy, so adorable, so cute. Like you definitely need to watch it. It's Astro World. I literally want to go see Travis live. Like I want to go on his Astro World tour. Like I'm obsessed with the guy. I'm telling you, I'm obsessed with him so much.
Speaking of Kylie, we're gonna talk about some crazy Kardashian conspiracies.
Yeah, so is mine.
My throat is so dry. I don't even know where my water bottle is. Oh, there it is. Just give me a second.
This is ASMR.
Sorry. The Kardashians, well, Kim Kardashian was replaced by a lookalike in the Calvin Klein campaign. I'm looking at the picture.
So why right? Kim Kardashian, Calvin Klein.
It doesn't really look like Kim. Yeah. Or I'll send you the link right now. And
wait, is this where she's with her sisters?
You'll get the right picture.
Wait, it is. I think it's Kim, but you know, like they just photoshopped the craziness out of them. Yeah, I mean, I know this is Kim. Like it's Kim. It's just the photoshopping and stuff.
Right.
Like, yeah. Yeah. I love Kim so much.
I mean, they are known for photoshopping. So I'm not surprised. I'm going to email you the link that I'm on. So that you can see.
I am a die-hard fan.
Guys, I was never a fan of the Kardashians. And I'm not saying I was a hater and I didn't like them. Well,
I think when you start watching them, you'll fall in love with them.
It's just that I never, watched them. But I did no. But this is the thing, right? I did because when you were like, "Oh, you must go and watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians," I was like, "Oh, let's just see what this is about." And I was like, this is interesting. Like, it was good. Like, I liked it, and I'm
Okay,
waiting for
so
season
these
5 to be
theories
put on
that Khloe
Netflix.
Kardashian is actually OJ Simpson's daughter. You know, that has OJ Simpson. So the Kardashians.
I don't know who
Okay,
that is.
so Kris Jenner, you know the mum. She was married to someone called Rob Kardashian. That was their first dad. The first dad, he
Yeah.
was a lawyer, and they were fighting the
Right.
OJ Simpson
Yeah.
case. So this is when,
Okay.
OJ, I think they were saying that he killed his wife or something, right? Or he hit his wife or killed his wife. I don't know. So I need to research that. Sorry, my information.
Oh, okay.
I haven't like looked at it for years. But what happened was Kris Jenner, the wife of Rob Kardashian, the mum, was on OJ's wife's side. So she's not dead. So she didn't die.
Yeah.
And Rob Kardashian was fighting on OJ's side. So that's what, caused them to split. Well, not really caused them to split,
Right.
but that kind of like, So OJ Simpson, they're saying, may have had an affair with Kris Kardashian and because Khloe Kardashian looks not very different. She doesn't really look like Kim and Kourtney. She does look a little different.
Yeah. Which I've always said, she's always
Yeah.
looked different, but I guess there's always
Like,
one in the
that's
family
why
that
she
looks
always
different.
thought, like, I think there was one point where she wanted like a DNA test to see whether she was like, Rob Kardashian's daughter. But it's never come out. Like, they've never actually done the test.
Daughter.
So there's like one that says Black China and Tiger only dated. Yeah. Okay, I don't really, I mean, I can see
That's the one I'm on
Black
right now.
China, yeah, defo. Because she...
By the way, guys, the conspiracy is that Black China
Okay,
and
well, I
Tiger
don't
only
think
dated Rob
necessarily
and
on
Kylie to use the
Tiger's
Kardashians,
end.
which I agree
I
with.
do believe Black China because Black China was obviously trying to
Not
get to
Tiger.
Kylie because Kylie had taken Tiger away from Black China. So Black China was like, well, I'm going to date Rob and make you jealous. Like, she just, it's just stupid mindset. What? Black China is like...
Wait. So who is
I
Black
don't even
China?
know what she's just famous. That's all I can say. I think she was a stripper. She's a model, I guess. She's a,
So she's famous.
She wasn't a stripper. That's so bad.
Okay, wait, hold on.
Is she? Maybe. Is she ever a stripper? Oh,
yeah, she's a
okay.
model.
I apologize. I take that back. No, she did. No, she started out as one.
That's nowhere.
She started out as one, and then she got better. She hustled. I respect the hustle.
Yeah.
As you should have. Good.
She did that to pay for her college.
No judgment. I think you should, as you should. You
No
got
judgment
money.
there.
Money,
you
hustle,
gotta
whatever.
You gotta do.
But yeah. So she dated Rob Kardashian to get back at the fact that Tiger and Kylie were dating. But
wait. So what I'm understanding is that Black China and Tiger used to go out, and then they broke up. Tiger started seeing Kylie.
Rob, yeah.
China got jealous,
but then left Rob
and started to date Rob.
Yeah.
To make Tiger and Kylie uncomfortable. Silly. Wow. I know that
like she had a kid with him and then just kind of like dipped,
and like
which is
their
just
kids
stupid.
Or whatever.
Yeah. You don't know.
She baby trapped him.
To be honest,
well, you don't know what
it's good
behind
that.
the scenes,
but what I don't like about Rob
Kardashian
Kardashian is he chose a woman over his family. Like, he really like. If he,
you know what I didn't know is that he dated the girl.
Yeah, he cheated on her though. That's why they broke up. Like, they were pretty in love with each other, but he cheated on her. Yeah. It's pretty sad.
Yeah, I saw the episode.
But the Illuminati are also responsible for Lamar Odom's coma. Sorry, not a coma. I can see that though. I mean, I don't know about. I mean, it's a conspiracy, Illuminati, whether they exist or not. So it's like, let me actually look for the definition, because I'm not going to sit here and say they're devil worshippers, because I don't know. They're just. So it's like a secret society, you know?
All Illuminati.
And you know, they people believe that the celebrities are part of the Illuminati because they give their souls to be famous. And have you ever heard of celebrities saying that I sold my soul to have fame and fortune? You've never? Okay, well, that's what it is about. That's why this whole Illuminati thing. Because Lamar Odom was married to Chloe, and he just literally lost it. Like, you know, he was so successful. And this is what I don't understand, because I watch the Kardashians a lot. In episodes, you could see Lamar such a motivated basketball player that was so into his health. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. He even, when him and Chloe were looking for houses to move into after they got married, Chloe was like, I want like this big house, and I think it was Lamar who was like, no, like, come on, think about it. I'm gonna be gone for long periods of time.
Yeah.
Do you really want to be in a massive house all by yourself?
Yeah.
Like, we don't need a big house. It can just be it's just the two of us.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
This is a sensible man.
That's also part of it. It's like,
money.
He was a really nice guy, and he was healthy. He was motivated. I think he did get kicked out of his like basketball team or something like that. But you know, he just lost it. Like, he was not off the rails, but he was doing drugs. He became really anti. He wasn't seeing his family anymore. And then apparently he went to coma. But it's crazy.
Oh. There's
I'm on that now.
Conspiracy, which I think is really stupid, saying Kylie Jenner died in 2013.
Oh, people need to just get a life. Kim Kardashian is a secret agent. Oh, go away. If she's a secret agent, like, why is she so public then? Come on.
I think it's just ridiculous.
Oh.
I think so that people just assume that she's the celebrity reality star, but
I don't believe
she's actually got a double life. I remember when Kim forgot North.
No, but why is that me as a mom?
And she was like going, and then she had to go back into the hotel and get North.
Okay. People need to really like understand that. You know, people make mistakes. You can't just like, I don't know, man. She's a mom. She's a first-time mom at that time. People are like, she's not a good mom. She's not good. First of all, I'm pretty sure every mom has made mistakes, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just hers is like in front of the media. Like, every mistake she does is just televised and is like under the limelight. So you can't hate that. You know, I don't know. This whole lookalike thing is really annoying. Like, it's Kim. It's literally Kim. Like, they all look so different. Chloe looks different now.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but that's just from the surgeries and stuff. It's not like, I feel bad for Chloe because I know Chloe's also always had like self-esteem issues.
To be honest, I
find
Chloe very
to like Kylie and Kendall and like all her other sisters.
Yeah.
I thought she was pretty before the surgery. She's pretty after it, but I just wish that she hadn't. Wish that she didn't feel the need. Like, does that make sense? Like, I wish that she hadn't felt so bad. To be honest,
when I'm looking at this, like, Calvin Klein
herself and for other people
thing, or the campaign, like, her makeup is so, like, minimal. It just looks amazing.
Which do you think is the prettiest Kardashian? And I don't mean this in
I'll be honest,
I love
all of them, but I'm going to stick with Kim. Kim, because I literally just love her. I strive every day to try and look like her. Like, that's the truth. Yeah.
I mean,
Do you know people say at work,
honestly,
when I used to work, that I
really
look
pretty.
like Kourtney Kardashian? So I was like, I don't see it. They never used to say my name. They used to just call me Kourtney.
You know?
It must be nice, bro. I was like, you guys are sending me false hopes. Please stop it. But for me, I'd say Kim, because you know my style is heavily based. Like, my style does come from hers. You can tell that I'm like straight black hair, long black, you know, and then just like the cat eye, kind of almond shaped. I try. It's not like I try look like her, but my style is very influenced by Kim.
Yeah.
And Kylie as well. I love Kylie. Yeah. Kylie and Kim are my favorite. Yeah. I think the funniest Kardashian is Khloe. The most annoying, but I love it, like, she's just in her own space, is Kourtney. And the most, like...
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, she's an artist, but she's, like, really into her, like, health and stuff, like, gluten-free and this and natural sources, and sometimes it can be really annoying, but it is what it is. Kendall is really pretty. Yeah. Like, I think she's the most stunning, naturally, I guess. Well, I know she's not natural. I know she's had stuff done, but she's the one. Yeah, I like her. I would get what she's got
the surgery which looks the most natural, is what you're saying. Yeah, I agree. Because it looks like she's got on very minimal surgery. Like, I'm not bashing the other sisters because they're all really, really pretty. But out of all of them, I think Kendall's one.
Yeah, I would
so
do that.
minimal that you can't really tell unless you look at old pictures of her. Like, she got,
definitely.
I think she got
if
surgery.
I ever get surgery,
it looks like she got surgery once, and then that was it.
No,
she
Kendall,
like, okay, that's it, no more.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kendall.
Really?
So this is going to be the last conspiracy
theory,
because we've been talking for like just over an hour.
Oh, I'm so happy you brought this up, because I was just thinking it.
That Michael Jackson is still alive.
I want to believe he's still alive. I want to believe it, but I just don't. It's been 11 years, but I just don't think people are that sad to make stuff up and be like, well, I died. Make people think that I died.
Well, people say that he's alive because a clip of his tomb was shot by his cousin, LaToya, on his birthday. But the conspiracy was created because there was a claim that there's still no name on his crypt, and it's because he's not dead and he's not inside. He's not buried there. Nothing adds up. Absolutely nothing. Something was wrong with the death certificate, and then the coroner and the autopsy, and it all adds up. Now, just because there's no like label, there's no name on his crypt, it doesn't mean anything. I mean, my religion, we're not supposed, you know, when you go to like the cemetery and stuff, you're not supposed to put like flowers, and you're not supposed to decorate the grave. Well,
okay.
I guess because like you're like whenever you go, you kind of like disturb the dead.
I love it when G does this, guys.
So let me just like educate you guys on like my religion and stuff and my beliefs. So when we go to the cemetery, first of all, we have to do the wudu, which is like the cleanse before we pray. Women are not supposed to go to the cemetery, but men can go. Obviously, as a woman, me and my mum still go when we go to see my grandma and stuff, because she's very close to us, you know, my grandma. So we go, and we don't spend a lot of time there. But when when I go, I have to wear a headscarf. I have to wear like modest clothes, nothing that shows the outline of my body. When you get out, you have to say something in Arabic. I'll just translate it. You're basically just saying hello to the people of the graves. You are before us, and we are coming after you, because obviously people are dying and people are being reborn. So eventually, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like someone in front of me will die, and then I will die too, because it's like everyone will taste death at some point in their life. So that's basically what we say. You have to greet the people who live at the grave.
It makes
you
good
know?
sense.
Just tell me if I don't make sense, because I tend to not make sense to other people. Then we go to my grandma's grave, and we read like surahs from the Quran, and you can't cry. This is why women aren't supposed to go to the cemetery, because we're quite emotional, and we shouldn't cry, because we believe
you're ruining their peace, right?
You're like, like, say if you go to a cemetery, all the dead bodies, you're ruining their peace, because the spirits are there. So when you go there, they know that you've come to visit, and they know who you are. So I could go to visit my grandma, and I don't know, when you die, what we believe is that, where you're buried. So in the cemetery, if you're buried and you've got like two people next to you, that's basically where you are for until Judgment Day. You can't go anywhere else. So my grandma's neighbours, that's what we call them. We call them neighbours. So whoever's buried next to you is your neighbour until Judgment Day. So my grandma's neighbours will be like, oh, your granddaughter visited you today. Or, oh, like, do you know someone that looks like this? And then my grandma will probably be like, yeah or no. And they'll be like, oh, well, they visited you. Like, it's kind of weird, but that's what we believe. And then we read Quran and stuff, and it basically just like makes sure that they're safe, and it goes to, I don't know how to explain it in a way it makes sense, but it's like on Judgment Day, obviously God judges you if you're good, if you're bad. So we like kind of read specific surahs from the Quran. There are specific ones that you should read to protect them. And then that's it. You can't cry, which is what I said. Women shouldn't go because we're emotional and we cry. If your tear touches the soil of where where the person you're visiting has been buried. So if I visit my grandma and I'm crying, first of all, they can hear my tears. They can hear me crying, and they get tortured in their grave because we're not letting them rest in peace. But if a tear from my eye falls onto like the land where they're buried, so if it falls on her grave, well, first of all, she will not be able to rest in peace because of that tear, and I'll probably be punished for disturbing the peace of the dead person.
Go on, sorry.
It's actually really interesting.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to make sense. I mean, if it's something you believe in, then that's what you believe in. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? And I said on top of this is what I love about G, and the fact that we're friends is, and G knows me. I'm someone that just appreciates every culture, every religion, and G is always telling me about Islam and what they, what you guys learn and what you guys believe in, and my ears are always open to hear it because it's so interesting. And I mean, I'm a spiritual person. You can know what that means. Like, it's more like, it's what I'm believe. Like, it's just me and my relationship with God. But when it comes to learning about it, because I want to know about Islam, most of my friends are like, Muslim, and it's nice to know instead of being ignorant to it, Because that's why nowadays everyone's just so like separated. I feel like everyone's so separated nowadays. No one wants to learn. I know, exactly. Like you said, it's just scary.
Well, I mean, it's one of the signs of the Day of Judgment. I hate it. Something will happen, and then my dad will be like,
It's
"See, this is all
scary.
written in
Yeah.
the Quran, and Day of Judgment
There
is
are a lot of
coming." I'm
signs
like,
of
"Don't
Judgment Day
say
have
that,
already
man. That's
happened.
scary." But
Yeah.
it's true. It's true.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, me and Rada talk about it quite a lot.
Yeah.
But it's truly interesting. I mean, you talk about what you believe in,
Yeah.
I talk about what I believe in. And
Yeah.
what's nice about our friendship is that we
Yeah.
don't sit there and argue like, no, your
I mean,
religion is wrong, your
if
beliefs are
friends do
wrong.
that,
It's
are you
like,
really
wow,
friends?
that's so interesting that you believe that. That's like a cool way of looking at it.
Yeah. Like, the thing is, that's why I like people like you and whatever
Actually,
who
though,
don't push ideologies and beliefs down people's throats. Because it's a conversation I want to know about. It doesn't necessarily mean that like I'll believe it. Of course, I want like
yeah,
I do believe it to an aspect. I do, like, it's not like I don't, but I believe a lot of stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I
yeah.
mean, there are like things about your
Yeah, and
religion
at the
which I
end of
don't
the day, like,
understand,
I'm
and
not
I'm sure
mad
there
if
are
you don't
things about my
understand it. I'm
religion
just
which
like,
you don't
well, this is
understand,
it,
and then
and
we
this
just
is it. You know what
explain
I'm
it
saying? Like,
to each.
you know? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. One thing that I notice about the Muslim community, obviously I'm going to notice it about my own community because I don't really follow the Hindu community or, the Buddhist community or whatever. But a lot of Muslims, they are quite ignorant. But I'm not going to say it's all of them. There's just like a handful that are ignorant and they make the rest of us look really, really bad. For example, marriage is not
That's
a must in Islam, but education is. they can argue they can argue that, oh yeah, but they don't specify what type of education.
mm,
But education, every Muslim has to have a form of education, which is why going to school is extremely like important for us. But a lot of people then mix up their culture and tradition with the religion, which is why then other like non-Muslims thinks that Islam is so bad and it's
I
so
think.
like
But do you
radicalized and
know why I
extreme,
think
but it's not.
people think
It's
like
so
that? Why they
simple, but
think that, you
people
know,
involve their
Islam
culture and tradition in
doesn't
it.
support whatever education? Because, you know, you said this, but it's because, you know, in different countries, in like, what is it, like Saudi Arabia? It's not Saudi. It's just where the
Yeah,
wars, like Libya and stuff, right? Right? Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Sorry,
right.
I just don't want to say anything wrong. Like,
Yeah,
you
I
know,
mean, a lot of the Middle East are at war.
like the women aren't being able to get an education.
No,
Do you know what I'm saying?
exactly.
And it's not so much that it's the religion; it's the fact that the, you know, these it's the culture. Yeah, but people need to understand that there's a divide. Like,
It's
that
culture.
culture
It's
and religion
culture,
is not the same.
and I think that's why
You
people
know.
are like, yeah, yeah. And it frustrates me so much when people are like, oh, we're gonna like, I don't want an education, I'm just gonna get married. I'm like, you do realize that marriage
Yeah,
isn't,
I don't want to get married.
it's not compulsory. If I don't get married, it's not a big deal. Like my religion, there's nowhere that says in Islam that you have to get married, but you do have to get an education. And also, something that Islam does talk about,
Yeah,
especially in the Quran, is that you should learn about other people's religion. So, and the reason for that is
yeah.
literally because you can't tell people that Islam is the best religion if you don't know about other religions. That's just like me being like, oh, say I was a Christian, me being like, oh, being Christianity is the best religion ever. You like,
Judaism.
Hinduism isn't real, Islam isn't real, Judaism, like, did I say that right? Judaism isn't right.
Yeah.
Like it's not
That's
real.
what I
Like
believe in.
you
I
can't say
believe
that
that's
because
why
you
I
haven't
don't, because
educated yourself
my
in other
family's
religions.
Hindu, but I don't
I
say that
mean,
I'm a Hindu, or I don't. Well, I do. If someone asks me, I'll be like, "Well, I'm a Hindu," but I don't know too much about it to be like, "Well, I'm a strong person." Like, you know, I want to learn about it more to like say that.
yeah. It frustrates me when people are like, when Muslims especially are like, oh, Islam is the best, you're going to hell. I'm like, well, have you read about their religion? Because education is a must.
Yeah.
and like you look really ignorant, and this is why the people have this interpretation that Islam is bad, and it's like, and
As
it's
you
really not. It's
should.
literally
Yeah.
like, in my opinion, I'm so blessed to be born Muslim, because
To be honest,
the
I'll be
rules in
honest.
it,
Can I, sorry,
people think
I'm
it's
sorry I'm cutting
strict.
you off,
It's
but I
literally
just want to,
everything that
I
is
feel like
haram
Western
is.
countries, the only way they've
Oh, no,
seen
no, no, it's
Islam is
fine.
through extremists. Yeah. So that's why. It's just silly.
Terrorism. Yeah, yeah. I just think when people are shouting Allahu Akbar, but just because they're not even
Yeah.
Muslim, but you know, because they think it's going to scare people and make terrorists. Okay, if I meow,
Yeah.
does that make me a
No, but
cat?
it's, yeah.
Like, it just because someone says it doesn't make them a Muslim. You know, if I
Yeah.
went out and said something like, "Oh, Jesus Christ is the best," and then I get blown up or whatever, does that make
Yeah,
me
but
a
I just don't
Christian?
like
No,
the
it
fact that
doesn't. It
people
just
say it
means
as
that
a
I'm
joke as
saying
well, because it's
something
such
that
a,
makes me look like it,
the
but it's not.
Allah,
But
but it means
you know,
something
because
sacred, doesn't it? Yeah, and it's just like now it's used as a joke and it's not funny.
yeah, it just means God is the greatest.
Mm.
And this is the thing. Words like MashaAllah, Insha'Allah, Alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar, these are words used by Christian Arabs as well. Like, it's literally, they're just words in Arabic. But because Muslims use them a lot, that's why it's associated with Islam. But actually,
Yeah.
Christian Arabs
I
use
mean,
them.
I can't lie, I
You know,
do say
it's not
mashallah and
like
inshallah
only
quite a
for
lot.
Muslim people. But it's honestly,
I love that word. I'm not even kidding. I love that word. I love those words.
yeah.
Every
And
time
it's not a
I
bad
look
thing.
at
It's literally
myself
just
and
a
be like, I
word.
look cute today,
Like,
mashallah, you know? Yes. That's why I love it.
well, that's how you're supposed to use them. Like, it's great. Literally everything that's haram in Islam is literally to protect you. Things like drinking, smoking, drugs. These things harm the body. Anything that
Yeah.
harms the body is haram. You know, it's against the religion, because you shouldn't do anything that will take you out of your control. So like drinking and doing drugs, smoking, like you shouldn't be doing anything that, one, harms your body, and two, that makes you like lose control
Yeah.
of yourself. People get drunk and then they sleep in a bed with a complete
Yeah.
stranger that could carry anything, which is why in
Exactly, which
Islam
I
it's
believe
important
in.
that you get married,
I'm a strong
and then
believer
you can
in
like do
having
whatever you
that
want with
one
your
person
husband or
getting
wife.
married. Well, to be honest, my idea is I just want that one person. And it doesn't necessarily mean marriage, but, you know, because I'm not into that stuff. I'm not into.
Yeah, yeah. Whereas I am, because of my religion, and also because of my upbringing. You know, we're not allowed relationships. But if you meet someone and you like them, what happens is that you have to go to your parents, and then it's kind of scary thinking about it. You go to your parents and you're like, "Oh, I met someone," and then they're like, "Oh, okay," and then they get to know them, and then you go out with each
You
other,
just
but
get
you
to know
don't
each
do
other.
anything sinful, like no PDA, like no kissing, no holding hands, no,
Yeah.
yeah, you just get to know each other, because if you are going to marry each other, you're going to be living with each other for the rest of your life. So it's important that you get to know each other, and then you can, if you get to know each other for like a year, right? Say, for example, or if you've known each other for longer than that, you could be best friends for years. But you spend that next year just really getting to know each other, what they're like, what their habits are, and everything. Then, if you guys are happy,
Yeah.
you get engaged for another year. Make sure that this is definitely what you
Yeah.
want.
Which is cute.
And after that year, if you're like, okay, definitely, like, yeah, we're gonna get married, then you guys get married. But it's all about make sure that this is the person, you know, like, it is interesting.
I'm
And a lot
sorry,
of
people
people are
that
like, oh,
say
I didn't
that,
know
you know
they'd be
what, like,
Muslim because it's so, but it's really not
just,
that
okay,
strict.
well,
It's
good
literally
enough. Good for
basic.
you. You're not, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
I mean, it's not your upbringing. To me, it looks like when people are like, oh, and then I got drunk or whatever. I mean, you drink for all types of reasons. You know what I don't understand? Why every single food item has to have bacon or pork.
Okay,
Like, what is
I'll
that
sit
about?
here and say
I just
that
don't get it. Like,
bacon
why
and
do you feel
pork,
the need to put pork
it
and
tastes
bacon in
nice.
everything?
Okay, yeah, I mean, someone that doesn't eat
Does it?
it
I
would
don't even like the
think
smell
that,
of it.
but
I think it just
the,
smells awful.
yeah, but I do understand why you would be like, if every food has it, that it'll be
Yeah,
annoying because you can't eat it,
because you
right?
guys are used to it, I guess.
But, you know, it's always that, like, you know, there's people that like it and there's people that don't, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I have it
It's
here
like
and there. It's
literally
too
you guys are
heavy,
so on like,
you
I'm
know?
saying you guys, but I don't mean you. But like literally it'll be like cheese bake, and I'm like, well, you're not allowed to eat pork because they're dirty animals. That's what Islam says. They're dirty animals, but also they don't contain this anymore, but they used to contain this like worm or something. So they were very unclean. Well, they're unclean anyway because they roll around in their own poo. So that's why it's, you know, a sin to eat.
Yeah.
And alcohol in itself, it kills you on the inside and it makes you lose your
Oh, I
mind
can't lie.
completely.
On New Year's, I was trying to get drunk.
Like it harms you. So you just
Yeah, but I
stay
hate it.
a
Like,
little
I was
bit.
just trying to finish that little glass
Like,
of, it was like vodka Coke. It was
yeah, I saw your
disgusting.
snap.
I just don't know. I wanted to just feel waved a little bit. I was like, I haven't. It's just
Oh,
sometimes it's actually fun. Like it's nice. It's fun to just be a little bit,
oh,
just a little tipsy. Because my parents, if my parents like see that I'm a little tipsy, it's just funny. We all
tipsy.
just start laughing. Yeah.
I find it scary. Yeah. I mean,
Oh yeah.
for me,
Thing is,
I'm more scared about not being in control of my body, and that fear
yeah.
came
I'll be
true when I
honest,
had these
G. I mean,
migraines.
with my experience,
So
I have been
I never
drunk
like that feeling, so I never want to
once,
experience
but
it.
I remembered everything and I had control over myself. I just felt very like, you know, when you
Yeah.
feel, I maybe. But what I was saying is I had control of my body. I knew
Are you a
exactly what I
lightweight?
was doing, but I just felt kind of no filter. Like I just did whatever. But yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I do find it scary. Although Islam does say if there is absolutely nothing, like, and I'm talking about you're stranded on an island and the only thing you have to
yeah,
drink is
yeah,
like a wine bottle or I don't know, Jack Daniels or something, then you can drink it, but only in extremes. My grandma, most religious woman ever, I think she had whiskey once because it was being used for medical reasons.
yeah.
Because I think she had the flu or something and she was absolutely freezing. So whiskey, it warms up your body or something. So she had a little bit of that to help warm her body, but you can drink it for medical reasons. But I'm not saying, oh, I feel
Yeah, I
like
mean, that could be misused.
I feel really down and my mood is down. So let me just let me just down a whole bottle of vodka or something. Like, yeah, I'm not saying like that. I'm talking about like you've got the flu and you're absolutely shivering. And it's
Yeah.
the same with pork. If I'm
If it's,
stranded somewhere
if
and
it's a
there's a pig,
literally like
I
necessity,
can eat the
yeah.
pig. Like if there's no other sort food of like life or death. Yeah. The other thing actually is that
Yeah.
I can eat kosher food if there's nothing about, which
Similar.
is the Jewish
Yeah.
version of halal, I guess. Because yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just one slaughters from the top,
So
from
what's
the
the one
like
from
top
the
of the
neck?
neck, and one slaughters from underneath. That's the only difference.
And the bottom
Otherwise,
is okay.
I think the top is kosher and the bottom is
Yeah.
halal. I could be wrong because honestly, I don't remember. It's too late right now. It's like midnight. So I don't
Yeah,
remember, but
I want to
let me
know.
just double check because I'm pretty sure. I knew you were going to ask me. And I was speaking to Hala. Sorry, my throat's like dry again, but I was speaking to Hala, and I was like,
Yeah,
wait, when we go to places like McDonald's or Burger King, I can get the vegan food,
yeah, you
like the vegan
can.
burgers.
That's
And
what
she
I
was
used
like,
to think. Why do you not
yeah.
get the
And I
vegan
was like,
stuff?
why did I just realize that I could get the vegan stuff?
Well, at least you know now. Next time we go, you can have the vegan
Well,
stuff.
I like
I
forgot.
miss our little McDonald's dates. Honestly, it was so fun.
Yeah,
These people going to Bahamas have really annoyed. It's
same.
gonna elongate the process of us not going, of us going McDonald's. So whatever. It's just so
Yeah,
annoying. But did you see that though? Do you know what she
yeah.
really
It's just
annoys me? Is like I used to
annoying.
like Charlie a lot because I thought she was a sweet girl.
Okay, so I'm trying
She's
to
on
find this
her
portion
live like,
thing.
guys, please don't like go out. Like, don't be considerate. And then next year
Same.
she's in Bahamas. Like, how can you be that silly?
Yeah. Okay, so I can't find where. I think kosher. I think kosher's from behind the neck. Like when I mean on top, I mean like from the back, that side, and halal is from the bottom.
Yeah.
But there are rules. Like people think we just go up to these animals and start chopping off their heads. There are rules that you got to follow. First of all, the animal that you're about to kill. So say you're going to a chicken or a lamb or something. Let's use a lamb. You're going to slaughter a lamb. You can't show the lamb that you're. So say you pick out the lamb that you're going to slaughter, right? You can't show them the knife because that will scare them. So you don't show them the knife. And another important rule is that the other lamb that are around can't see what you're about to do. And when you slaughter, you say, you know, Allahu Akbar, slaughter. Why is it halal? Because it drains the blood from the body properly. And that's why, because it's clean. Halal is literally clean meat. I mean,
Yeah.
that's not the meaning of it, but that's what halal meat is. When someone says, oh, it's halal, it's
Yeah.
because it's been cleaned out properly and it's been drained from the blood properly. And the animal didn't experience any pain.
Yeah, but
You know,
there's people that
I
say
feel like
this, like
some
you
people,
eat
they just
chicken,
like
and what
to
do you
make it
think? If
seem
they
like that.
died,
Like, oh,
you know,
you just
in the
chopped off
less
an animal.
painful way,
Yeah, okay,
like
but
they're going to like, you know, halal. Sorry, I don't want to say it in a weird way. Like, of course, what's the word? Like, the aim is to not make it painful, but it will be painful. It's gonna be painful. It's just in a less painful way.
like, what would you
But
prefer? Would you prefer someone comes up to you and like say put yourself in an animal who's
yeah,
about to be slaughter's point of view? Would you rather that the butcher was showing you the knife it was about to use to cut your head off, like it goes quietly and it
but I
doesn't show
just
any
don't.
of your friends,
That's what
and it
I'm
just
trying
goes
to
behind you and
say is
just
like people
like,
that say this is bad, blah
I
blah
think
blah.
it's
The
more
way that
scary when you
halal
know it's going to happen.
meat is prepared and stuff, but it's like whether or not it's halal or not, like you are still eating a chicken that had been killed. So why are you saying that the halal version is more extreme, or not extreme, but more violent? Because it's really not.
Yeah.
Yeah, not
I mean, I
really.
don't think these chickens and lambs had aspirations to become pilots and
That's
scientists.
not. Yeah, I
Like,
mean, that's
like, what do you,
that's fine. But my point is
what
like
else are they here for? I mean, God
everything.
puts
A lot of
everything
people make
on earth for
the whole
us.
like Islam religion a very like not bad religion, but very like, how do I explain it? Very extreme, and that's just because of terrorism, and it just doesn't like it just yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. it's
Yeah.
not, and
I
it
mean, I
seems
can sit here and
extreme
say
because
Indian
people are
culture is
also
extreme as well.
involving their
Because they
tradition
are.
and culture in it.
Oh, was it really? Yeah, because every time I lean back, I think it falls.
Yeah,
Does it feel weird now?
yeah. I
Okay.
think your microphone is rubbing against your jumper, but no, it's better. But yeah, I agree. It's definitely the
Oh, yeah,
cultural
same.
problem.
No, I
Forced
do the same.
marriages. I do this thing where I talk to myself sometimes, and I literally talk to myself about these topics. And I know it sounds weird, but it's like literally forced
Yeah.
marriage is a big sin in Islam. But people think, oh, they're Muslim, yeah, forced marriage. No,
She has to give consent.
that's a big fat no. It's not allowed. The girl has to be aware that she's getting married. Yeah, she has to give consent 3 times. So she's asked by the imam, "Are you sure? Do you want to get married to this man? Are you sure?" She has to say yes 3 times. She has every right to say no, and no one will force her. No, the imam won't force her to marry someone that she doesn't want to marry. It's completely up to her. And
Yeah,
there's this
that's
thing
in
called
Indian
meher,
culture.
which is like a payment that the boy has to give to the girl's
For
family
wedding.
and stuff. But he gives it to the girl to buy her dress and stuff. Yeah. So that's what it is. So it can be anything that you can afford to. If he's rich, he could be like, oh, 100K.
Yeah. Honestly.
He can even be like £20. Like it could be anything. I'm grateful for COVID, for the lockdown. I'm not happy that it's killing
Yeah.
people and stuff, but I'm happy because it's meant that things like weddings, you don't have to invite the entire family. And I know it
I don't
sounds
even
so
want a
bad,
wedding,
but
to be honest.
like
To be honest, I hate myself on camera, and that's
bro,
one
I
of
didn't
my
even know if
things.
I'll
Like,
turn up
if
to my own
imagine if I
wedding.
take a picture on my wedding day and I'm like, ew, I look so ugly.
Like,
Oh, please. I'll probably hate it. Oh, no.
I don't think you will.
No.
The thing is, guys, Rod is literally so stunning, and then she just calls herself ugly. You know what? Since
I'm just
now
going
that
to use
like
another
I'm not
word for
working
it
and stuff,
now.
every time you call yourself ugly, you gotta
Yeah,
pay
but
me
it's
like
the
five
truth. Okay, when
pounds.
I see,
Like,
literally, if I don't have a filter on my face, I'm just like, yuck,
oh
what is
no,
this?
anything that any adjective to the word. This is why I hate filters.
Yeah, I'll be like, what the hell is
Because I'm the
that?
same. I'm like, oh, I wish I looked like that. And then
That's not
no,
me.
I'll put a filter on, like, oh my
That
god, I
cannot
look
be
great, and then the
me.
filter goes off, and I'm like, oh,
The thing is,
but like, never mind.
which you do
And
every
I was like,
day.
is that me? Do I really look like that? Is that why I look like? The thing is, I
Did
have
you see
days
that
where I'm like,
meme
oh, I
that
look
I
good. Like,
posted?
I'm
And it's
pretty.
like
Like,
how I let
I'm
myself
so
be.
beautiful. And then I have most
And then
days
you're in the
where I'm
mirror.
like, no.
Oh, jeez. But yeah. But honestly, like, I
Yeah.
don't want a wedding. I don't want a wedding. I just want to live with whoever I decide to live with for the rest of my life. That's it. Have kids and just grow together, grow old. Yeah.
That's the other thing. We're not allowed to live with each other. We have to be married. The thing
Yeah.
is, you're thinking that, oh,
I
I'm not
mean,
gonna
we
get
don't
married.
know.
You
What if
never
I
know. You
meet that
might come around and
person
be
and
like,
I'm
you know
like,
what?
well, you know
I want to get
what?
married. Like, you never know.
Yeah, literally.
I
I
never
might
want to
just
let
do
you
the certain
go,
time.
so I'm gonna
Oh.
like we're gonna have a
But
contract
like,
that says
but
that I'm
if
not
I
allowed to
meet that
leave
person
you.
and if my husband is like, I want a wedding, I'll be like, okay. To be honest, I just don't.
Oh,
I
it's
just
fine.
feel like it's just a lot of wasted money, And there's people in my family. As much as I love them, I just don't really. Yeah, I don't really like want to see you guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, for people that you don't even know them. I like speak to my mom and dad and stuff, and even my brother and sister, like about marriage and stuff. Like we'll be together having a family like conversation. I'd be like, a lot of my family are going to be offended when they don't get an invite.
Yeah.
Like, nothing against them. It's just
Oh
that,
yeah, and then when you get older,
you
you
know,
understand.
when you're like 5 or like
Hold
6,
on,
and there's
hold
family drama,
on.
but you don't really understand it, and like everyone in and then you get older and you're like, hold on a minute, like the
That really
gossips
happened?
with your mum
The
then changes,
cheek.
and she starts spilling tea about family drama, and then it's like, hold on, and
Yeah,
and you get like no way, and it's like you start to see like certain family members that you used to think were like incredible and amazing and good-hearted as like completely the opposite. And that's like me, and I'm like, well, you're not getting invited, you're definitely not getting invited.
Are you not
And simple
embarrassed?
as,
This is
if you're
very
going to ask me why
embarrassing.
didn't you invite me, first of all, are you not embarrassed by asking why didn't
Why
you
would you
invite me?
ask the question? Why would you ask the question?
Like,
It's just embarrassing. You know the
are they
answer.
not
It's like when
embarrassed and
people
they're like,
ask,
oh,
why
why
did you
didn't you
block me?
invite me? It's like, because I
It's
didn't
pretty
already
obvious. I just
want
don't
you
want you in my
there.
life.
It's like,
Yeah,
babe,
like, take the
did you,
hint, love.
why,
Like, why do you want
did
me
you
to
block
explain
me
it
on
to you? Like,
WhatsApp?
it's not going to make
Why
anything
did you
better.
unfriend me from Snapchat? Oh, because I don't want to see you there
You just
anymore?
gotta take the L and just move with it. And is it necessarily an L? Like, you know?
It's not that deep. It's like, you know. Yeah. It's
Oh,
like, I
gee,
hope to
please.
God that,
Please.
this sounds bad, but imagine
It's not,
COVID
yeah.
goes on for like the next decade. Oh my God. This next decade, our lives are gonna change. We're gonna like, well, I'm gonna say we're gonna get married. Whether
Ew. Gee,
like, I know
imagine
you
when we
don't
have
want to get
kids.
married, but I'm just gonna say it just because, you know, but
Yeah, but
people
I'd
get
force
married,
my kids to
having
be best
kids,
friends with
like
your
with the
kids.
graduating, like, no, thank you.
Go FaceTime G's children now. Go.
Same. Even if we're across the globe, I'm gonna
Oh,
be
you
like,
know
all right,
when
Kat,
if you ever become
I'm
like
sending you over.
YouTube famous, TikTok famous, and you get
Oh,
like a
you're gonna
house in
FaceTime? I'm just
Dubai,
gonna
I'm
send them
living
to
with you. I
yours.
don't care. That's me forcefully saying I'm going to live with you. I don't care.
Yeah, sure
Yeah,
thing.
and then we can
Sure.
go Sahara, whatever,
Oh no,
all the
that's
time.
fine.
Sahara, whatever.
Come along,
I'm down. I
Sahara.
can't wait. I can't actually. You know what?
Sahara.
I was talking about it with my friend
Sure,
yesterday. We were just
sure thing,
going
sure
on
thing.
about. It was the guy that was meant to
It's
come on
so
our
crazy.
podcast, right? I'm just not even bringing it up anymore because like that was just annoying. And then he was like, I think I posted that thing on my story. You know how it was like, have
Yeah,
kids now or never be able to have kids again.
yeah,
And then he was talking, yeah, exactly. And then I was like, yeah, I've been having baby fever. He was like, yeah,
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I want
Have
kids
kids
like
now.
now. And I was like, yeah, I'm like, I want kids too, but if I'm financially stable, like I can actually, yeah. And then I was just like, I have baby fever, and he's like, no, same. I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
because I've been
That's
watching
like important. You
Stormy and
can't bring another
Kylie,
life in. That's so unfair on the new life
and
that you're
yeah, we were
bringing.
having like a whole conversation. Like, I actually can't. Like, do you ever? And I even he said that he does this. Do you ever look at someone and be like, well, you're attractive. I think we'd make attractive babies. Do you ever think that? Or was it just me? Okay. Okay. Let me just calm down then. But what I think is like,
For
if
the
I see
sake of
someone and like,
the
oh,
people
I'll
who
just be like,
listen
oh
to my
well,
podcast, I'm
they're
gonna
good
say no.
looking. I just be like, my features and your features colliding or mixing together, we'd make a good product.
Yeah,
The result would be pretty good.
yeah,
But yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
No, absolutely. I just think,
Yeah, and
you
she'd
know
still
what?
be a
I
billionaire.
literally just thought about this when you were talking about Stormy and Kylie. Kylie Jenner could literally give me like $1
I
million
know. I
and
know.
make it. And
It's
no.
crazy.
She could give me $1 million and make that million back within a couple of like minutes. Like, can she not just
No,
do
it's
that? Like,
defo.
I will literally be like, can you
Literally.
just donate it to me, or I'll be charity. Like, do your
Oh
charity
yeah.
run, give me money. like right now, there's not. I don't think there's a single problem in
I
my life that
low-key
couldn't be
still
fixed with
want.
money right now.
Wait, do you
Well,
remember when I was like,
there is like
wanted
mental
a
health and
Nintendo
stuff,
Switch because I came
but
over to your house?
like
I was like,
I
I'm
can
gonna go home
refurbish
off
the
my dad.
house. I can
And then
also
I called you and I was like, he's not getting me one. That was
oh
no, I
yeah
don't know. Yeah, I was like, no, but I'm probably
oh
gonna go
yeah
ask him now because he's like, well, you had the money, you can get it.
that was so
Defo
sad.
might
I
get
felt
it
so
because I want to play
bad. He was
Mario
so
Kart.
upset.
I might just get it, you know. How much is it? Do you think they would be on discount?
Oh okay,
Wait, where did you get yours from?
sure.
Okay. Okay.
You can try. I think I got it from the Nintendo
Wait, so
store.
I need the
Well,
Nintendo
no. I think I got it from
Switch.
Amazon
This is
because the
it was
Nintendo
300 now.
store was
What?
out of stock.
No, but this is dollars. This is dollars, sorry.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Because it was
low key.
300.
But if
Oh,
anything, I'd buy
oh,
like
okay. It was like
I'd buy
299. I think it
the
was.
Mario Kart. What's it called? Like bundle. But yeah, then we can play. We'll see what my
Yeah,
dad says. He's gonna get mad at me.
yeah.
To be honest, I was playing yesterday on my PS4 for like 4 hours. I don't even know because there was this is one game called Brawlhalla that I just can't stop playing. Oh, yeah, you've got uni work, right?
I haven't been able to do
Crazy how
that
you're
because
off now,
like
but it's after
my sis
Christmas.
like no. I'm off now for like I'm off for
Mm.
Christmas. Like I finished all my assignments. I've had like this is the thing. I was off from like I think it was the 7th of December or the 17th. I think it may have been the 17th of December. No, hold on. I don't remember, but it was like mid-December, let's just say, that I was off from uni for Christmas holidays. But I had 3 massive assignments
Yeah.
that I had to do. And I was procrastinating because I was like, oh, I have time. But at the same time, I was like, these are big assignments and I just can't be bothered. So don't get me wrong, I did do them. And then literally, it was
That's a
getting to the
good. This
end
is
of the
what I
year.
respect you as well.
And I was like, I don't want to
Listen,
take
you
this into the
literally
new
get
year
your
with me.
stuff
So
done.
then I spent like a week just well, I was like, I don't want to take this like into the next year. I don't want to be stressing over it. So then I was like, right, literally the last week of December before New Year's, I was like, right, I'm gonna do this. So I was like working, and then New Year's Eve, I was like, oh my god, I'm not gonna finish any of these. I'm still writing all 3, and I'm really struggling. Went downstairs. I was like, guys, I need help. I'm running out of things to say. So can you just give me like, give me some points that I can write in. And then my brother and my mom were helping me. My dad was helping me. My sister were helping. They were all throwing out points. I was just like writing everything. And I managed to
Oh my
finish 2 of
god!
them
In
in
one day.
literally like 11:55 p.m. Like literally before midnight, before the new year.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
finished.
Imagine
Yeah.
what
So I
happened to my
finished.
voice.
I finished the 2,000 word assignment and 3,000 word assignments on New Year's Eve, 5 minutes before the new year.
Wait, is this
And then
sort of work
and then
hard, or is
I
it just
finished the
long?
1,500 word one that I had, like on New Year's Day, and then I was like, okay.
I don't think you'll fail.
It was just long because they were big
Well,
assignments. I mean, the
yeah. Well,
3,000
you're
word
not going
assignment
to.
is worth 100%. So if I fail, I have to retake the entire module. I really hope not.
There's no way you will fail. No way.
I pray that I don't, because I think I'm actually gonna have a mental breakdown if I do, because I'm gonna be like, I mean, they were just long. They were just long, but they were interesting. The thing is, right, the shortest assignment took me the longest to write because I didn't really know what to write. But the 2 long ones, like, I was like, you know what? Whenever I have long assignments, I dictate.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna speak out what I want to say,
But
and then
you
I
know
just correct
what? All
misspellings
I
and
can
stuff,
say
and
is
then
you're
and then I
done.
get it done in like half the time. But still, it was tiring.
You need to send the email to MP. Okay, cool, good.
Yeah, like shout out to all the uni students who are struggling.
We have?
I did.
That's
I didn't. But
crazy.
yeah.
I think
So, bro,
people
we've been
must be
talking for
listening like, when are they
115
going to stop
minutes.
talking?
116 minutes now. Yeah. We're gonna end it here then, because it is
Yeah.
12:30 and like we're both
Surprising
tired.
how I'm
Like
tired when
Rada's
my sleep
yawning. I'm
schedule,
running
this
out
is
of
where I
things to
should
talk
be
about.
up.
Yeah,
My
Rada's sleep schedule is literally
Yeah.
stay
My
awake
day is at
stay awake
night.
till
Like
6
I
a.m.
sleep through the
and
day.
then sleep till 4
My day,
p.m.
literally, I should literally do night shift,
Yeah,
if
it's
anything.
backwards. It's like the opposite.
So bad, so bad.
Yeah.
I was watching. Sorry, last thing. I was watching. What's it called? Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and I just remembered you because you loved that show, right? Yeah, you loved that show. I remember I was telling
Oh
you
my
about
gosh,
it
yes.
like before, like ages ago when you
Yep.
were watching it, and you were like, "Oh my god, yeah!" I was like, "Yeah." So funny.
Yeah, I love
Literally
it.
reminds me of
Love
you.
it. It's too funny.
The show that's a weird thing, but when I was watching, I was like, "Oh, G would love
Thanks,
this."
man. Honestly,
Oh,
I
on what?
absolutely love Fresh Prince. I watched the reunion.
Oh, I didn't see that.
It was really good. It was really good. No, it came on TV.
I should watch it.
It was on like late
I'm
at
yawning
night,
again.
but it was good. It was good.
Thank you,
Okay,
Ty.
I think we're
Oh,
gonna end it here.
G.
Thank you
Why are
guys
you
so
saying thank
much
you?
for
I'm always going to join you.
listening. Thank
Look,
you,
I
Rada,
also
for
want to say,
joining.
sometimes, like, if I feel, I love doing podcasts with you, but sometimes, like, I don't want you to think that I'm always busy. I'm not always busy. It's just sometimes, I have things going on and stuff. But I love doing podcasts with you. I don't want you to ever think that I don't want to do it
Yeah.
with you.
Oh
Yeah.
no, it's honestly fine. We
I
both
think this
have
is
our
the
own
perfect
like
hour, though. Not
schedules
now,
and
but
stuff.
when we first
So
started.
it's like I don't. Yeah. Well, I was talking to Hala. Hala's my sister, by the way, and I was like, let me just ask God if she just
Oh my
wants to
god, does
record
Hala
it
know that
now.
I'm
And Hala
asleep?
was like, well, look at the time. She
Oh my
probably
god.
is awake. And I was like, yeah, she probably is.
I miss Hala.
Yeah.
What?
Also, you know what? She's
Okay,
back at
that's fine.
school.
I was going to be like...
Well, not physically. She's online. But yeah, but it's long.
Yeah.
Honestly, doing online is so much more tiring than actually going in. But, also, guys, this is like the beginning of a
Yeah.
new. First of all, welcome to series 2 of like my podcast, and second of all, I hope you guys enjoyed this new like series or like these new
I
series
love
of
them.
conspiracies and
But
stuff.
are we
I'm really
next time
enjoying
we
doing
do
them, and I know Rada is as well.
a podcast, we're going to do something different?
Yeah, so hopefully.
Okay. Yeah, I would love to do something
Yeah,
different.
yeah. I guess it's not really conspiracy theory related, but it can be.
Oh, yeah,
Sure,
okay.
I'll talk to you about it after so that we can leave it as a surprise for the listeners. Right. All right, guys. I hope you guys have an incredible morning, night, evening, afternoon, or day, wherever you are in the world. And I hope to catch you guys
Or
at my
YouTube video.
next, in my next podcast episode. Or
Okay.
YouTube video. So subscribe and follow
Yes.
and
All right,
do all that
bye,
lovely
loves.
stuff.
Love you
So yeah,
all. Bye.
bye, guys. Bye, guys.